giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsmen. This is Listen to the Eagle, the radio home for Alabama's hunters and fishermen. To be a part of the show, call toll-free at 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. And now, giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsman, Bert Ott Carruth.
Oh, welcome in to Listen to the Eagle. I'm Bert Ott Carruth. I am your host, coming to you live from the Reed's Metal Studio right here in Trussville, Alabama. Alabama's hunters and fishermen finally have a voice across this great state of Alabama. Right here on Listen to the Eagle. For you to have a voice, you need to call in 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. You can always follow us on Twitter at Eagle Alabama. Our Twitter is at Eagle Alabama. Always posting cool stuff of where we are and what we're doing. And please always go to listentotheeagle.com. Click on the Watch Live button and you can see us live here in the studio. Listen to the Eagle. We're going on now 7 weeks, getting bigger, stronger, better, covering more markets. I believe we're now statewide, and that is for you. That is for you, our listeners, Alabama's hunters and fishermen. This show is for you. We're here for you. I'm your host. By no means am I a professional hunter. Don't claim to be, but we want to be here for you to have questions. When you have questions about anything legal or something that you're concerned about, always call us. And if we don't have the answer immediately, we will get you the answer. Want to thank you for making us a part of your day. And as always, to help us answer those questions, we got the man. We got the game warden, Mr. Kerry Bradford. Kerry, thank you.
Good morning, Bert. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to answering the questions that I know and coming up with a good answer for the ones I don't know.
Well, again, here at Listen to the Eagle, we thank you for everything that you and the whole department does for the state of Alabama's hunters and fishermen. I know, now let's be real. I know sometimes out there that guys think that y'all are there just to give tickets and just to regulate everything, but you guys truly have a passion for hunting just like the hunters do. I mean, you're hunters yourself. But we all know there's a right way and a wrong way. And, again, I just thank you for what y'all do and the time and the effort that you do to help Alabama's hunters and fishermen.
Well, you're very welcome. You know, we do love, a lot of our game wardens do love to hunt and fish just like your listeners and your viewers do.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we're out there to protect the resource and to make sure that the sport of hunting and fishing is passed on to the next generation. And the best way that we can do that is to protect the resource and to educate hunters and to do it ethically and do it the right way so that they don't try to take that privilege away from us.
Sure. Well, again, I thank you for being here. Last week, had a few callers, had some emails come in over the week with some questions. And, you know, Kerry, it's being here and being a hunter, it's hard for me to keep up with everything. So I love when you come in so I can get the correct answers, because we share with our listeners if we don't have that immediate answer that you will always be there for us, and we know we can get the right answer. First thing I want to hit you with, I looked up and realized a few Saturdays ago, the commissioners all met again. The board met up at Lakes Gunnersville. Mm-hmm. Kerry, I teased last week that dog hunters versus your still hunters is almost like Alabama and Auburn, you know, as far as the rivalry.
That's one way to look at it.
You know, it seems like when they meet, when those guys get together on that board, there is always a subject matter or a bill or a complaint about dog hunters. I know that's a passionate group. I understand that it's been going on for a long time, but it's usually a few bad apples always mess up the whole barrel. And I know you've seen this for a long time. What can our good dog hunters, because they're passionate and everybody understands it's here to stay, but what can they do to make this better? Because it just seems like everybody gets fired up. dogs are on their property, dogs are pressuring their deer on their land, and it just seems like a lot of frustration.
Yes, well, dog hunting goes way back. It's part of our hunting heritage here in Alabama.
Yeah.
When we had habitat change and some of the paper companies came in and started planting these pine plantations, it became difficult to hunt deer. So dogs became a viable tool to get those deer up and move them and get them out to where the hunters could actually have an opportunity to harvest them. So dog hunting has been around for a while. The best thing that I would encourage dog hunters to do is to police themselves. We encourage folks to be a good influence. There's an old proverb that says, bad company doth corrupt good character.
Wow.
But good company also has an influence as well.
Sure,
we
it
like
does.
for the ethical dog hunters to pass along,
Good practices.
good practices, their love for the sport. That's the only hope that it's going to have to continue. Is for
It
the
just
ethical
seems,
hunter to do
well,
it.
what I want the dog hunters to hear is that you need to get on top of it. Like you said, you need to be a good influence of the ones that are doing it not the right way, because it seems like this board, almost every meeting, is getting pressured to limit, to put more expenses, or to put permitting. It's getting more difficult to be a dog hunter, and it's because of what's going on, and you need to get on top of it. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. We talked a little bit about that last week. Just wanted to get your perspective of it. Had a caller last week also. He had just purchased 150 acres, relatively new to hunting. He asked if I knew any practices or a process to help him make this land a more productive land to manage, I guess, to entice deer on that land. Can you help him with either education and also legal ways for him to do that, accomplish that?
Well, first of all, when you talk about having a piece of hunting property, one of the very important things to take care of at the beginning is access to the property. You want to control access as best as possible. Put up, no trespassing signs, maintain your roads, keep good gates up.
Great.
And of course, that's going to keep the honest people out, but it's going to send a message. And so that's the first step, is controlling your access. Then, the three things that wildlife need, of course, is going to be it's going to be space. They're going to need food, water, and resting place. That's their habitat needs. So depending on the piece of property that he's purchased, it was important to evaluate that property to see what it actually holds for the wildlife that he's trying to draw.
Right.
There are some habitat manipulations that are fairly inexpensive. Fire is a great tool. Controlled burning, prescribed burning is a great tool to use. Food plots to attract wildlife is something we always encourage, because they have to eat, and hunters notoriously want to shoot the big bucks, and for bucks to get big, they have to eat well.
Sure.
They have to have a good plan of nutrition on that piece of property.
Well, and one thing I want to remind, because it is turkey season, one thing I mentioned to him, great on the access. I did not mention that to him, but I told him about feeding and the plots, but they need to be careful, because if they did do any turkey hunting, y'all were big on mixing that up, that you cannot have that feed.
That's right.
Not
during turkey
harvest
season.
Turkey.
Yeah. The bait, or I say bait, it's actually supplemental feeding,
Right.
That we allow now for deer and hogs, but it's strictly for deer and hogs. We don't allow supplemental feeding of turkey during hunting season.
Right.
Now, once hunting season is out, they can feed all they want. Put protein out there for the deer, mineral blocks, things of that. Trace mineral, all those kind of things. They are encouraged to put that out there.
Okay. One more question, then we're going to go to break, and then if you don't mind, stay over another segment so we can continue. Okay. Had an email from Tom, and his question was public land laws for deer hunting versus private land laws for deer hunting. Of course, the one that I knew immediately that I talked to him about was, on public land, if you're on the deed, you do not have to have a license. Is there any other major items as far as public land versus private land hunting?
Well, our management areas, we consider that to be public hunting. So if Tom's hunting on one of our management areas, we do have a few more strict guidelines than you would on private land. Like anyone who is hunting from an elevated tree stand has to wear a safety harness
Yes.
if they're hunting on a management area.
And you need to if you're on private.
Yeah,
but
that's,
anyway.
it's just good. It's good common sense. So that's one thing that he needs to know is if he's on a management area, he needs to check those regulations. Also, turkey hunting on one of our management areas, it stops at 1 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
So they can't continue to hunt like they could on private land. So there are a few things that are different on our management areas. Now, say they're hunting on one of the national forests, it pretty much sticks to just like the rules and regulations of the private land, except for, we may shut the hunting of does. You can't harvest does during certain times, but they needs to check that particular area. And one of our best place to contact is the district office or whatever area he's in.
And is there a website off the top of your head that Tom and anybody else can go to always get these answers or get more information?
Yes, they can always go to our department website. It's outdooralabama.com. That's all one word, outdooralabama.com. And there's contacts on there. They can call our district offices. District office can give that phone number to the officer in that county.
Okay.
And he can call and answer that question.
Great. Outdooralabama.com.
Yes, sir.
You can always go there, get information that you need, and then definitely you can get numbers and call the district officer and have a Q&A with that individual.
That's exactly right. We'd rather educate folks than have to meet them out there and issue them one of those certificate of achievements for that.
Absolutely. We're chatting with Game Warden Kerry Bradford, always here for you, Alabama's hunters and fishermen, to help you be educated. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with another segment with Kerry Bradford.
To be a part of the show, call toll-free at 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can keep your expanded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Hey, Alabama hunters, are you like me and find yourself wanting to do work around your camp, but you just don't know when, how, or where to rent the equipment to do it? I've got the answer for you. Rental Works. Rental Works has excavators, generators, concrete saws, loaders, dozers, and more. Maybe you need a specialty renter like a high-capacity forklift or even a dump truck. Rental Works has you covered. Call Rental Works today, 1-877-282-LIFT. That's 1-877-282-LIFT, Rental Works.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, or you're remodeling an existing location, Old Equipment Company can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Old Equipment Company not only specializes in the design and construction of convenience stores, they also have a full line of inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Old Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Old Equipment Company.
Reed's Metals is the manufacturer for metal roofing, pole barns, pre-engineered steel buildings, and the new galvanized Econo buildings. See them all online at reedsmetals.com. Reed's Metals uses American steel products, welded by certified welders, customizing each building to meet your needs, manufacturing and delivering your project within 21 days of your order. They use truck-mounted lifts to unload the delivery off the truck, saving you time and money. Learn more about products and services online at reedsmetals.com.
When you're looking for unique land opportunities in the central Alabama area, look no further than High Point Properties. Their professional team will work to understand your needs, your budget, and identify the best properties in the ideal locations for you. From lakeside property for personal use to large tracts of land to develop office parks, retail stores, or residential communities, High Point Properties is your solution. High Point Properties, hpprop.com. That's hpprop.com. Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
Welcome back in. Listen to the Eagle, Alabama's Hunters and Fishermen show on hunting and fishing. To get in here and be a part of the show, 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. If you ever call and you go straight to our voicemail, please leave your name and number. Our producer will call you back. We will get you on the show because we want to be here for you. Follow us at Eagle Alabama on Twitter. That's at Eagle Alabama on Twitter. And always go to listentotheeagle.com to check on all the latest news and what's going on around the state in hunting and fishing. We are chatting and have our wonderful, our connection to the game warden world and to help our hunters and fishermen, Mr. Kerry Bradford. And Kerry, again, thanks for being here to Listen to the Eagle. Again, we've addressed several issues that our listeners had. Another one was, Kerry, we got a couple of emails. People are struggling around the state, it seems like, as a whole, turkey hunting this year. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on what you're hearing across the state.
Well, we've had a very wet spring so far, and that tends to play into some of the frustrations that the hunters are having. We just typically hear reports. We don't hear the good reports. Most of the time, we hear the bad reports.
You get all the complaints.
Yeah, we get the complaints of the birds aren't gobbling, and there's not as many birds as there used to be. And I encourage your viewers, your listeners, the hunters of the state to go to outdooralabama.com. There's a turkey survey that they can take. If they get an email from the department, because we do send these surveys out for deer hunting and turkey hunting, we encourage them to take the time to fill that information out. It's very important information for our biologists. It's a tool that they use to
help the future.
To help the future, so we can set bag limits, adjust them, season limits, things of that nature.
Sure.
But yeah, we've heard that. We get the news that there are fewer birds gobbling this year, fewer birds to be harvested. But like I said, it's been a very wet season. You know as well as I do, when it's raining, those birds don't gobble as much. They'll typically hit the ground, and they're later coming off the roost, and they'll go sit in a field and be a turkey, quiet turkey all day.
Chatting with Kerry Bradford, game warden for the state of Alabama. Kerry, just to add fuel to the fire, you said it's kind of been a wet season. No, sir, it has been. It has been day after day after days. But man, maybe we can. How much longer do we have?
We have to the end of April.
Okay, so look, about another few days, a week. Hopefully it stays dry, and let's end this turkey season with a bang. Yeah. And hopefully you'll hear some good harvest. One other thing, we had a tremendous guest last week, Jim Holcomb, a guy that ex-Marine and just loves hunting and has really done his homework on the WMAs. And you and I were talking in the break. This guy, he's got a cool quest. He wants to harvest a deer from every management area across the state. And I think we found there's either 32 or 34. But in the break, you and I were talking, these management areas do have some different legal rules. And I just want you to kind of elaborate some of the things we talked about. Because I think after last week's show, there's going to be a piqued interest for that casual hunter that doesn't have that private land or that hunting club to go to. The management areas are great for that hunter and for all of our hunters across the state of Alabama, but they do come with a little bit different set of rules.
Yes, that's correct. And, our management areas, we typically have biologists and biologist aides working those management areas, working the habitat, food plots, roads, to create a welcoming hunting environment
Sure.
For the hunters. It's just a great opportunity for hunters in the state that don't have the means to join, a hunting club, spend $1,000 a year, $1,200, $1,500
Right.
a year just to join a club. They can go down and with the purchase of a license, purchase of a management area license, they can go down there to one of our management areas and hunt. I say down there. We also have them in North Alabama.
That's right.
But they can go and hunt. But they are going to need to
review the rules.
Yeah, we encourage
Laws.
people to know before you go. It's ignorance is no excuse of the law.
Right.
They know they're going to be out there. They know there's going to be other hunters. They know there's going to be law enforcement out there protecting the resources. So they need to brush up on these regulations.
Give me a couple of just broad strokes. I know we were talking.
Just in general, when deer season goes out, typically January the 31st for most of the state.
Yeah.
When it goes out and small game hunting is allowed on the management areas, we still have hogs, feral swine on some of the management areries,
Which are fun, by the way.
which are fun.
It's fun to
hunt, and they're delicious table fare. When prepared properly. But these hunters, when they're hunting with small game, they have to use that same legal ammunition for the wild hogs, and that's rabbit hunters or squirrel hunters or quail hunters. It's not a very formidable number 8 shot or
to get a hog
or a little 22.
But you have to abide by that.
But you have to abide by it. But a 22 can be a tool which you can score with a wild hog.
Well, again, I just wanted to touch on that. I thought that was a cool segment we had last week with Jim wanting to harvest a deer from every management area, and I thought he gave a lot of he had really done some homework. He gave, it's 700 plus acres across the state.
Yeah.
For that hunter that you're sitting there scratching your head going, well, I don't have a hunting club and I don't have any land. Yes, you do.
So that was 700,000
plus.
That's a lot of land
that our Alabama hunters have at their. You can go go get your hunting license and a permit.
That's right. And with the internet and the aerial photos that Google Earth Maps, all those things, all those tools that hunters have nowadays, they can literally scout from their desk at home.
Real quick, can't thank you enough for being here. Any quick hits real quick for the state of Alabama they need to know, Kerry?
Well, we know that some of the bills, we know that one bill didn't, that kind of died. I believe that was the feeder bill. Okay. It died. There's a few bills still, left to be looked at. So, if hunters are interested, they can go to the Allison website, and if they know those house bills, look them up. But so far, everything's going well.
Kerry Bradford, thank you for being on Listen to the Eagle. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com. Want to stand out above your competition? Cross Digital can make it happen. Produce your next webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio or serve your customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
I'm 1 in 1,000,
Cross Digital has
making
you
a
covered.
difference.
I'm 1 in 1,000, keeping families together.
And I'm 1 in 1,000, driving for the Ronald McDonald House. Research proves that togetherness heals, and through your pre-commitment to the Ronald McDonald House specialty license plate, we can ensure that miracles keep happening together. Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org/car tag today.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sales showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
I'm 1 in 1,000, making a difference.
I'm 1 in 1,000, keeping families together.
And I'm 1 in 1,000, driving for the Ronald McDonald House. Research proves that togetherness heals, and through your pre-commitment to the Ronald McDonald House specialty license plate, we can ensure that miracles keep happening together. Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org/car tag today. Want to stand out above your competition? Cross Digital can make it happen. Produce your next webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio or serve your customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sales showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
Welcome back. Listen to the Eagle, your call-in radio show on hunting and fishing across this great state of Alabama. Bert Ott Carruth coming to you from Reed's Metal Studio right here in Trussville, Alabama. 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99 will get you on the show. We want you to call us and tell us any of your frustrations, any of your maybe issues across the state on hunting. I understand it has not just been the best turkey season. Would love to hear if you've got, hopefully you could turn that around. We've got another charge here of about 5 days before it ends, and would love for you to call us and tell us about hopefully a great ending of the turkey season. Follow us on Twitter at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama, and listentotheeagle.com. Is a great resource to find out what's going on the show, where we've been, and what we've been doing. Talking about where we've been on the show now is Listen to the Eagle's friend and everybody's favorite meteorologist, Dennis Washington. Dennis, thanks for being on.
Hey, Bert, how you doing?
Look, man, talking about where we've been. Now, look, two weeks ago, you filled in for me, co-host of the show.
That's right.
I thank you for that.
I'm glad to do it.
I publicly thanked you last week. But I also publicly, I guess, jabbed you a little bit because you had one of the coolest guests on the show since we've been on.
I don't know if I could top the 36-point buck, but we sure tried.
Well, it was close because we were going to go shark hunting in a kayak. And you stepped up to the challenge.
Oh, man, we did.
And I think it took place this past week.
It did. In fact, on the phone with me is my friend Brett. Brett, you there?
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Brett,
man.
welcome to Listen to the Eagle. All right, Brett and Dennis, I don't know whether to just be in awe and respect you guys because you're brave, or whether I need to stay clear from y'all with a 10-foot pole because y'all are crazy.
Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe. I don't know. We sure had a lot of fun with it this weekend, though, Brett. I know that.
Listen, hey, at Eagle Alabama on Twitter, at Eagle Alabama on Twitter, and also probably by the end of this show, we'll have listentotheeagle.com up and running. Well, we've got tons of footage.
It's on the YouTube channel. In fact, if you're watching on the show now, we'll get the video rolling. So and Brett, we're showing the video here. Now, the folks watching the video, we're just maybe less than about a mile off of the Orange Beach. I mean,
that's right. We're not too far off.
And Brett, now that we're showing this shot here, this was Sunday when we were getting that, I guess the second shark or the first shark that morning. And I mean, you're just sitting there putting your foot in the water like it's no big deal.
Hey, a shark's nothing but a fish with teeth, man.
That's a good way of I guess describing that. All right, Brett, take me through it. I'm going to talk about my fishing trip here a little bit later, but we wake up early, we motor out. Y'all kind of take me through the process.
Look at that, Bert. I mean, we got
kayak.
2 kayaks here. I mean, this ain't no. We're getting it done right. Look at that. You see that shark jumping? We're showing that shark just a jumping there, Brett. We saw yesterday morning. Got on video.
That's right.
Man, that thing was getting at it.
It all starts early. You got to get up early, just as you mentioned, Bert, and get up. But the biggest difference is the first challenge of the day is getting off the beach.
No doubt.
And we got some good footage of when we were down there, it was 3 to 4 foot waves. And when those are crashing in your lap in that kayak, the first mission is to get off the beach.
Yeah, we launched off the beach, and Saturday was really windy, and trying to get off the beach was once you got out past the breakers, you were good, but just trying to get out.
That's right.
Now watch, we're coming up here, probably the moment of the trip yesterday, and Brett knows what I'm about to talk about here. Watch this shark coming up here so you can see it. Now watch this, Bert. You're going to see the tail of this shark slap upside the boat. Watch it. We can put it in slow motion here. Here it comes. Watch, and it kind of feeling.
God,
look,
yeah.
No, here it comes. Look at this. Boom!
Who got that? Who's
That's Jared back behind Brett right there. So Brett's holding the camera.
And for all of you, hey, if you're listening on radio, you've got to go to listentotheeagle.com because if you've ever been finned by a catfish, I got you a new meaning of being finned.
Hey, Jared was. I mean, his leg was red there for a while. It was
no doubt. Wow.
He had a big welt on his leg there for most of the days, but he wore it proudly.
All right, Brett. All right, some off the cuff questions that I got to believe our listeners out there want to know. Number one, you're in a kayak. What kind of bait are we using on these lures, and why?
That's right. Once you get off the beach, the next thing is to catch bait. We use gotchas or bubble rigs, and we're catching our bait while we're out there fishing.
Okay.
We might catch Spanish mackerel. We might catch ladyfish. We might catch hardtails. Just whatever we can catch, while we're out there. That's what the shark are there feeding on.
Yeah.
That's what I want to catch them on. So we're catching bait, and sometimes we swim it live. And those black tip sharks like that, they feed up on top of the water. They're eating fish, and that's why you see them come out of the water like that. They're not on the bottom swimming slow, eating fish parts that have dropped down. They're up in the water, swimming fast, hunting fish.
Now, how do you keep? Because I'm looking at these kayaks, and here's my question: how do you keep these shark from pulling you and you actually pulling them into the kayak? I don't quite understand the concept there.
You just have to fight them with a lot less drag. You can't have your drag set as tight as you normally would, like when you're standing on a boat.
Right.
Because there's a lot of times when we've got some good footage of it where that shark will come up beside the boat and you reach down to grab the leader, to take the hook out or do whatever you're going to do. And he just runs straight down. And if you have your drag set real tight,
you're going.
He will actually pull you over.
Absolutely. All right, again, listeners, if you're listening to us on radio this morning, you've got
there
to go
it goes again. That's
listen.
the shot of the right.
Golly.
Just slapping up on top of
Listen to theeagle.com, and you've got to see this footage. This is just crazy. Fishing sharks in a kayak. Now, Dennis, are you in one of these kayaks?
I am. Well, it's some of the shots. Some of the not all the shots. Yes, we had 2 kayaks out. So me and Nick were in one of them. Then Brett and Jared were in the other one. So now, Brett's the shark expert here. I didn't catch any sharks, but I sure enjoyed the ride, and it was a lot of fun to watch all this happen. And one thing, in this discussion, we're not just out just catching but Saturday, one of the sharks we tagged.
Yeah, I saw
There's
that.
a tagging program. Brett, am I right? It's through NOAA. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct.
And so explain to people how, if they're interested in tagging a shark, how they would do that.
That's right. You can just go on the NOAA website, and they walk you through it, and it's very easy. If you normally catch shark, or if you just catch them on occasion while you're fishing, you can get on their website, send them an email, and they'll send you all the directions. They send you a whole packet with some tags, and it actually helps them out. They'll track that shark, and then occasionally, if while you're out there fishing, you may not even be fishing for sharks. You may be fishing for snapper or whatever. But occasionally, everybody catches a shark, and sometimes those sharks will already have a tag in them. So if you see a tag, you're supposed to remove it. It's usually on there with a piece of fishing string, so they're easy to cut off or to pull off. And then you report them, try to measure them if you can. But there's directions on the tag and on the website, all that. And then they'll send you a shirt and a packet telling you where that shark, the history of that shark, where he came from, where he was tagged last. So it's just a way of keeping up
That's
with
awesome.
these
Brett,
migratory fish.
Brett, I can't thank you enough for sharing this for not only listening to the Eagle, but the whole state of Alabama. This is the first time I've ever heard of fishing in a kayak for sharks.
And Brett and I have already talked. There will be more of this to happen in the future.
This is cool.
We've got
That's
big
right.
plans.
Well,
we like to go off and target the hammerhead. So it's a lot different story when you have an 8 or 10 foot hammerhead beside the boat, but that's to come also.
Yeah, these sharks right here, Bert, were only about 4, 5, 6 feet long. They look a lot bigger on video than they really were.
Well, guess what? They're already 2 or 3 2 foot longer than I want them to be if I'm in any of those boats. I can promise you that.
Oh,
well, guys,
man.
This is just amazing. Again, I can't thank you enough, Brett, for sharing this with List to the Eagle. Dennis, I can't thank you enough for braving and going out and videoing this stuff.
It was my pleasure.
He's a trooper.
We got through it.
Guess what? On all future ones, Dennis is going to be your trooper again.
Hey, I'll take him any day.
Thanks, Brett.
Hey, thank you again, Brett. Thanks for being a part of List to the Eagle.
Now, you were out fishing this weekend, too.
I was.
And you sent me some video. Let's roll some of that. We'll get that video up. Now, tell folks where you were at, what you were doing.
Yeah, this was a cool deal. Shell Oil Company, which is, again, all the Shell stations around and across the great state of Alabama. I want you to invite you to stop by your local Shell station. And they do a charity fishing tournament.
Oh, wow.
Every year. It's about 15 years strong, and it's to help fight diabetes. So it's for a great cause.
Oh, that's great.
Man, they had some great speakers, and they shared. So many individuals were there and spoke to us that this charity has helped their fight or their loved ones in diabetes. And, diabetes is close to all of us. We all know somebody that's got it.
Absolutely.
So it's really cool to be a part of this. Another sponsor of our show, Oil Equipment Company and OEC Construction.
Yep.
Well, they were a big sponsor of this. So because of that, I got to go on this fishing trip, and it was really cool. Probably the best part about it was I was in Key West.
It's sometimes it's the scenery that's important too. But some of the video, and we're showing some of this now. It looks like you guys were getting some pretty good catches in there.
Dennis, I'm gonna be honest with you. Through the years, I've been fortunate enough to go on some pretty good deep sea fishing charters, and I dare say that this particular day that you're showing footage of, it was fun, but it was work. We were catching. We were not fishing, baby.
Yeah.
We were catching.
Yeah.
We got into a school of some mahi-mahi.
Oh, man.
And, man, it was like we were doing do-si-dos on the boat underneath each other, around each other. We were switching.
So as soon as you were dropping lines, you were hooking them.
Man, we had 5 guys, and, we were, like, grabbing the reels, and we were all underneath each other, and we actually got some really good size mahi-mahi. Caught some wahoos.
Wow.
Caught some Bermudas. Now, you're talking about another fish with teeth. They said those Bermudas, when we get them boat, said watch out, they would take a finger right off if you weren't
Really?
careful. Yeah, no doubt. Look, we're going to go to break. We're going to come back. I'm going to keep Dennis on another segment. I'd like to talk a little bit more about my Shell sponsored
Absolutely.
charity fishing event. So y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Listen to the Eagle.
Call Listen to the Eagle now. Toll free, 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle, Alabama.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can keep your expanded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Making a difference.
Hey, Alabama hunters, are you like me and find yourself wanting to do work around your camp, but you just don't know when, how, or where to rent the equipment to do it? I've got the answer for you. Rental Works. Rental Works has excavators, generators, concrete saws, loaders, dozers, and more. Maybe you need a specialty renter like a high-capacity forklift or even a dump truck. Rental Works has you covered. Call Rental Works today, 1-877-282-LIFT. That's 1-877-282-LIFT, Rental Works.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, or you're remodeling an existing location, Old Equipment Company can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Old Equipment Company not only specializes in the design and construction of convenience stores, they also have a full line of inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Old Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Old Equipment Company.
Reed's Metals is the manufacturer for metal roofing, pole barns, pre-engineered steel buildings, and the new galvanized Econo buildings. See them all online at reedsmetals.com. Reed's Metals uses American steel products, welded by certified welders, customizing each building to meet your needs, manufacturing and delivering your project within 21 days of your order. They use truck-mounted lifts to unload the delivery off the truck, saving you time and money. Learn more about products and services online at reedsmetals.com.
When you're looking for unique land opportunities in the central Alabama area, look no further than High Point Properties. Their professional team will work to understand your needs, your budget, and identify the best properties in the ideal locations for you. From lakeside property for personal use to large tracts of land to develop office parks, retail stores, or residential communities, High Point Properties is your solution. High Point Properties, hpprop.com. That's hpprop.com.
I'm 1 in 1,000, making a difference.
I'm 1 in 1,000, keeping families together.
And I'm 1 in 1,000, driving for the Ronald McDonald House. Research proves that togetherness heals, and through your pre-commitment to the Ronald McDonald House specialty license plate, we can ensure that miracles keep happening together. Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org/car tag today. Want to stand out above your competition? Cross Digital can make it happen. Produce your next webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio or serve your customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Welcome back to Listen to the Eagle. Going down the home stretch, this is our final segment for today's show. Want to thank you for making us a part of your day. Bert Ott Carruth, your host here on Alabama's call-in radio show on hunting and fishing. We're here for you, Alabama's hunters and fishermen, to have a voice statewide. But for you to have a voice, you need to be a part of the show. And to be a part of the show, you can always call us at 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. Be sure, if we can't get to you and you go to our voicemail, leave your name and number. Our producer will call you back. We will call you. You will get on the show. We really want you to be a part of the show. So call us, 1-844-EAGLE-99. Always follow us on Twitter at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama. And always visit listentotheeagle.com to find out what's going on, where we've been. Speaking of where we've been, I've got Dennis Washington still on, and we've also been joined here on set with the beauty queen, Miss Katie Malone. Hey,
Good.
Katie.
Welcome.
Good, thanks.
Welcome.
I'm excited to be back.
Yep, going to let you jump in a little bit. I want to go back. Right before we went to break, we were visiting about your shark fishing event, and I was fortunate enough to be on a big charity charter fishing tournament in Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
And big
that
time.
looked fantastic. And looked like the weather was great down
Oh, my goodness. Look, for our listeners, and I understand Orange Beach here in the great state of Alabama is really second to none, as far as beaches and even really good fishing. I mean, it really is.
Oh, yeah.
But guys, that water, it was like somebody put just this blue dye. I'm 50 miles. I'm 50 miles off of Key West, and I've realized I was about 40 miles from Cuba.
Yeah, you're a lot closer to Cuba at that point.
So, but it's just amazing. You get out there and you start looking at the skies and the water, and it's just God's creation. You just kind of get lost in it. But look, great fishing, great charity event for diabetes, Shell Oil. Visit your local Shell station across the state of Alabama because they're really, man, this event was cool.
That's fantastic.
Great fishing. Like I said, mahi-mahi, we were catching them right and left. Wahoos, and got some to Bermuda. Great time. I invite everybody, and by the way, if you've never visited Key West, sight to see. Real quick description for people around here. I know most of us have been to New Orleans. I describe Key West as a clean, tropical New Orleans.
I need to go to this place.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll do shark fishing off of Key West now if we take the best of both worlds. And Katie, we'll take Katie shark fishing.
Katie, it's a little 4 mile basically key. There's an interstate that comes out of Miami, and it's basically a little 4 mile island with an interstate that runs into it.
Wow.
So it's cool. Yeah.
So
need to do it. Bucket list.
I'm being taken shark fishing.
Yeah, sure. You didn't hear that conversation just a few minutes ago?
I was not. I've been on Facebook.
Katie, you're going in a kayak with Brett and Dennis shark fishing, and you're doing the narration.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Well, considering the fact that the last time I was at the beach in the water, usually I've just sit out with my book and read my books at the beach.
She's the kind when they yell shark, she goes running.
Okay, no. One time when I was at the beach, the last time I was in the water at the beach, I was in about waist deep water, so that's further than I would usually go. But I felt something bump up against me, and another person was in the water kind of close to me, and they said, "Are you okay?" And freaked out. Y'all, it was a ray.
Oh, a stingray.
Oh yeah, we saw some of those this weekend too. Yeah,
that is so scary. So
well,
a shark, how big are these sharks that we're talking about?
Well, now the ones we saw this weekend were, they were only about 4, 5, 6 feet.
So
all right,
they
but
can't.
Dennis, let me ask you. So you're in the kayak, and you've caught the bait fish. Got a little. You said a live well.
Yeah,
there.
we got a little live well in these
so you
Jackson kayaks.
Now, how deep do we throw these out? You can't troll in a kayak. I mean,
you can.
Really?
Well, if one guy's holding the rod and trolling while the other guy's paddling.
So that's what you're doing.
We did a little bit of that. Now, I mean, you can cast as far as you can, which isn't that far, but you can troll a little bit. We did a little bit of that. Got a few bites that way on some bait fish.
It was interesting to me that Brett made sure he said the drag is a lot less because if you, I mean, you snag that bad boy, and you don't have a good drag, your kayak, you're gone.
And he
topside.
We were catching and pulling these to the boat within minutes this weekend, but when he did this last year, like in the fall in the hammerheads, sometimes you're getting drug around 1 to 2 hours.
1 to
Before
2.
you get-
Get him tired enough to get him up.
Exactly, because you get these hammerheads that are about 10 feet long.
No, you can't do
that. Exactly right. They'll pull. He'll have about 800 yards of line on his rod, and so when that shark bites, it pulls, and it's pulling several hundred yards out instantly, and so you've got to try to, work him in and tire him out. So the bigger they are, it could take 1 to 2 hours to get that shark.
He's caught a shark that's that long?
Oh yeah, he did that last year. Yeah, last October he was down there.
Katie, and to take it even further, here's my deal, because I just got back from a deep sea fishing trip, and so I've got this barracuda or Bermuda, and it's fighting like a dog, and it would see the bottom of the boat, and it would go straight down.
Yes,
and literally everything I had, to hold the rod.
Yeah.
So imagine this being a shark. And you're in a kayak, and it sees the kayak, and it's going where? Not out. It goes down.
Well, down and then out. And it's like you said, you can't put the kind of drag like you would be in a boat. So you got to let it pull, and you just got to slowly work him around. And
I'm sorry. This is so funny that y'all think I'm actually going to be able to do this.
Oh, you're going.
Oh, yeah.
You're all in.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was funny. The funniest part about a lot of this was getting out, because it was so windy Saturday. Trying to get past the breakers to launch off the beach and get those kayaks out was nuts. Water splashing. We weren't even sure we were going to be able to get out, but we did.
And it's scheduled the week before Katie goes to Miss Alabama.
Yeah, we figured that would get her prepared mentally for Miss Alabama.
Our
shark
future
fishing
mental
trip.
toughness, huh?
Yes.
Our future Miss Alabama, believe me, that pageant's going to be nothing compared to shark fishing.
I believe you in that respect. I believe you.
Okay, so look, a lot of comments I got on Twitter and even some emails about the lady, the trophy hunter.
Yeah.
And, right at the end of the show last week, you actually cleared up exactly that she was harvesting that for
she had been asked, or she had been informed about.
Update everybody real quick about what we're talking about.
Yeah, so last week we talked about a so-called trophy hunter, if you will, who took a picture with a giraffe and posted it. And
she was getting a lot of heat.
She looked pretty joyous in the picture. She had a smile on her face, and caused some slack from an actor and comedian, Ricky Gervais, and that kind of blew up. So all this to say, she caught a lot of slack from people who weren't necessarily all the way informed, and it did turn out that she was actually
feeding a community,
local community. Yeah.
And we posted the story on listentotheeagle.com, and we also shared a link on our Twitter at Alabama.
Yep. Yes.
Katie Malone, the beauty queen, thanks for being on Listen to the Eagle. Dennis, thank you for being brave, baby.
We'll do it again.
Shark hunting.
You bet.
I want to thank Shell Oil and also Oil Equipment for allowing me to go to Key West, Florida on a wonderful chartered deep sea fishing trip. Thank you for making us a part of your day. See you next week. Listen to the Eagle.